All right. So this one's coming in for marks. It'll be the last kind of big assessment on how well you're doing with all the parts of vector addition. So it starts out, some of the stuff is very simple, just checking whether you can add collinear vectors. Then there's a couple of perpendicular ones. Then there's a couple where they're both at an angle. Okay, and then there's some boat questions and all that kind of stuff. So that's running the full gamut. There's basically one or two of every kind of vector addition question that we have covered. Okay, so we'll be going over all of those. Make sure you look at the point values. I've updated them on your sheet. They look different on mine, okay? The point value on your sheet will tell you about how much work might be involved. If you've shown 10 marks worth of work for a 3-mark question, chances are you might be doing it wrong, okay? Or if you've shown 2 marks worth of work for a 10-mark question, you might also be doing it wrong. Everyone follow? Okay, so just kind of look at the point values. All right, for question number 1, the tip for question number 1 is don't overthink it. When you read it, it's as simple as it sounds. Don't overthink it. But I will tell you, go away. I don't want to talk to you right now. Okay, so we got, on this one here, the big thing I'm going to tell you is sig digs. That's what you have to watch on that one. Significant digits, yeah. Sig digs. All right, number 2, the context of number 2 gives people trouble. You've done lots of questions like number 2 before. It's 2 vectors. It's just in this case, in this question, they're forces. Do we add all vector quantities in the same way? Yes. The only thing that will change is at the end, instead of getting meters, I'm going to get newtons. It's the units for force. Okay, so just a vector addition question. Okay, don't let the context of the question fool you. Okay, so add the vectors the way we usually do. All right, for number 3, it says a boat travels a distance of 5.74, then travels 25 degrees south of east for 6.28. It's not a river, like boat in the river question. This is like a boat on a lake question. Okay, so there's no current or anything like that. Okay, for number 4, it's just asking you to find the x and y components of the given vector. Right, so don't overthink that one. You're just looking for x and y. Okay, number 5, same thing, just looking for x and y. Here's the caution on 4 and 5. Make sure that your vectors match what was given. Okay, make sure they refer to the same directions as the question gave you. Okay, for both 4 and 5. All right, number 6, okay, we've done lots like that. It's just 2 vectors, add them up. Okay, it's not a boat question, even though it's a boat. It's a sailboat, not a river. Okay. Number 7, okay, we got 3 vectors there, but it's still just vector addition. Okay, same as we've always done. So don't think that because suddenly there's 3 vectors, it's suddenly different. Okay, still the same as always. For number 8, okay, same thing. This one here is a little bit more involved because the vectors are both off at angles, okay, but it's still 2 vectors. 9 and 10 are your 2 boat questions. Okay, they are essentially the same question with different people and numbers. Right, so treat them as such. Okay, and then that's it. Okay, I will decide on a due date here shortly, okay, and let you know what that's going to be. You have all class to work on that, so you should be able to get pretty close to done, I would think. Okay, you guys have been doing vector addition now for like 2 weeks, so okay, you should be able to get a fair chunk of this done in class and not have so much for homework. Okay, questions on that? All right. Okay, due date, guys. Monday, March 5th, week from today. Okay, that's when this is going to be due. I will add that to Google Classroom, but obviously the assignment won't be in Google Classroom. This is one of the few things you're actually going to hand in to me on paper. Okay, so don't lose the sheet. You're showing me all your work and handing this one in on paper.